Hello everyone, this is Boricua Banks and welcome back to Let's Play the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We are in the second case of the game, The Adventure of the Unbreakable Speckled Band, and unfortunately in the last episode we found out the most horrible news ever. That our beloved Kazuma Asogi is now gone. He has been murdered, maybe, probably. There's a lot of mystery to it because it's a locked room mystery, and right now, of course, they're accusing poor Naruhodo, who was there in the cabin when his friend was murdered, and it's just everything's strange. But I'm excited about one thing and one thing only, and that's the fact that Sherlock Holmes is in this story. Of course, he's going by the stupid Herlock Sholmes name, but you know they had to do what they had to do because it's a stupid copyright and all that. I'll try my best to try to ignore that and probably calling him Sherlock, but sometimes when you're trying to read sentences and stuff, it's just easier to go with the flow, so we'll see if I'll be able to do that or not. And it also really depends on his character, because if he's acting out of character, that's really why the whole copyright issue came about, you know? If he's not acting like the cold, logical Sherlock, if he has a personality per se, if he's more warm and fuzzy, then they don't like that because of the copyright rules. And I did share a link in the first episode with a really good explanation of that. But yeah, it's probably why. But anyway, I'm still sad about Asogi. Really, really sad, but we need to find out who killed him, dang it. If he did get murdered, then I want them to be destroyed. I hate them so much for what they've done, tearing apart my OT3. They must be killed. Let's kill them. We'll kill them ourselves. Throw them overboard, you know? Alright, anyway. So let's continue on and speak to her about last night. If you're not the culprit, then tell me. What happened last night here in this cabin?
Well, the thing is, I don't really remember.
She's like, really?
Kazuma brought me something to eat, just like he always did.
Did Kazuma drug him? That's all I could think, right? Why? Was he planning on having like a super secret meeting with someone? Huh.
And then I got myself into that wardrobe over there, just like I always did. After that, I...
Fell asleep.
Well, yes.
So deeply that you didn't even stir when Kazuma-sama was killed.
Well, yes. I know it sounds unbelievable, really I do, but it's the truth. If only I'd woken up, then perhaps I wouldn't be in this predicament. And maybe I could have saved him, dang it. Oh. And for some reason, my head's still throbbing like anything.
Really?
Is something wrong?
Oh, no, it's... Please, forget it.
Susato-san, you have to believe me. I didn't do it.
I really don't want to doubt you. But the trouble is, there is no one else who could possibly have done this.
Ugh.
Can't they test him and see that he was drugged somehow? I don't know. I don't know how advanced their science is back then, you know?
Kazuma, I don't understand. Why? Why did this have to happen? Ugh, I can't take this.
Don't try to go anywhere. You're the perpetrator of this crime. You can't leave. I can't allow that to happen.
I'm sorry, but Kazuma was killed right under my nose here, And I didn't do anything to stop it. And now I'm supposed to just sit around, my hands tied, literally, while whoever did this walks free? No, I can't allow that to happen.
Well, what do you propose to do then?
I'm going to investigate. I'm going to find out exactly what happened here. I'm going to work out who took Kazuma's life, and how and why they did it. And then I'm going to kill them myself.
Yep, that's what I feel.
So I'm sorry, but you're going to have to excuse me.
Hiya! Oh. Oh. Okay, girl.
What the?
Somebody's got some strength to her, huh? Judo? Yep. And then she has a Sogi's music now. Did he teach her how to do that? That was a Susato takedown.
Susato what? What martial art form is that?
It seems like judo to me. Oh, this is so weird. I'm going to need you to prove it.
Sorry? Prove it?
Yes, your innocence. I need evidence.
But how am I supposed to...
Have you forgotten already what you achieved just a few weeks ago? You successfully defended yourself in a court of law.
I see. She's expecting me to present some conclusive evidence.
Do we have anything yet? Just that. It says keep out in Japanese, though I'm not sure the Russian crew can actually read it. Yeah. That's all we got. Just the fact that this was still in place, maybe? Because it's not like he could have left the wardrobe without it being damaged, right?
I have to get Susato-san to believe me. I'll show her some evidence right now that proves I'm not guilty of this awful crime.
I mean, that it's the only thing that made sense. She saw Sherlock removing it, so yeah.
Yes!
Present to her the badge.
Tell me, when I was discovered in the wardrobe before, was this piece of paper stuck over the doors?
Oh, yes, it was. I remember clearly.
I thought so. Kazuma always put it in place whenever I went to sleep in there, just in case the cabin steward or another crew member decided to look inside. So naturally, he did the same last night as well.
Ah! Yes, of course. The gentleman who discovered you peeled that sign from the wardrobe doors before he opened them.
But if I were truly the culprit, I couldn't have climbed back inside the wardrobe and stuck this on the outside of the doors of my own.
Yes, that's quite true.
In other words, it's impossible that I killed Kazuma.
Well, even if you are sprawled hopelessly on the floor because of you, I can see why Kazuma-sama thought so highly of you.
Thank you, Susato-san. Now, do you think perhaps you could help me up?
Well, in the light of that evidence, I don't see any reason why I should stop you from investigating in here at least.
Thank you. So you finally believe me?
I'm sorry. No.
What?
I'm not sure yet. I can't rule out the possibility that you used some sort of conjuring trick to put the sign back in position. Girl, come on now.
What does she think I am, a magician?
He's not Max Galactica. Or Trucy. Oh. I like this. Is this our investigation music? Okay. This music, I like a lot of the music because it does feel very Latin and British. It doesn't feel Japanese, I guess. Compared to like Asogi's theme, which feels very Japanese, you know? It's interesting, the mixture of both types of music. I like both, honestly. You know I love Asogi's theme, so.
For now, I suggest you investigate as thoroughly as possible in here. I'll do the same.
Alright, let's get to work, Susato-san.
Please don't misunderstand me. I still have my doubts.
Oh,
I shall be watching you to make sure you do nothing that might disturb the crime scene. I wouldn't want you using your conjuring tricks to destroy evidence, for example.
right. Well, anyway, I should make a start on investigating in here. Examine everything I can. Kazuma, I swear, I will avenge your death.
Hell yeah. I see his sword. So, this is our first time to actually investigate in this game. That's exciting. I guess we could talk to her, but we're done with that, so... Present. What does she have to say about this?
Susato-san, about this.
I'm sorry, Naruhodo-san. But we don't have time to waste on anything else. We must find clues.
She looks serious. Really quite deadly serious.
So what I like about her so far, she's very different from the typical, cheerful young girl, right? That we usually have as our sidekicks, like like Maya and Trucy, and Emma, you know? So it's nice that we have a sidekick who's serious and smart, and yeah, she's younger, but she doesn't act immature. But I do hope to see her smile eventually and be happy. It's just gonna be a while because it's very sad what they just went through. Move, huh? Well, let's just examine for now. Oh, he's still there. Well, don't want to look at him. Let's just look on this section of the ground. There's a knife here.
That's my dinner from last night. A roast chicken. It was really tasty.
Yes, it was very delicious, wasn't it? But did you eat it on the floor here?
I'm not a dog, Susato-san. I ate at the table, of course.
It's not on the table, so was there a struggle? The tablecloth does look messed up.
Which begs the question of when and how the plate ended up on the floor.
But Kazuma-sama didn't like chicken at all, did he?
No, that's right. So he didn't touch it.
Wow, he doesn't like chicken? Okay.
Which meant all the more for me.
Oh no! Does that mean... Poor Kazuma-sama spent his last night on this earth with an empty belly?
That is sad. Oh, she looks so sad.
It's just too horrible.
Is that her cute trait, that she's a glutton like Maya?
Ugh, now I suddenly have a guilty conscience and an achy stomach.
Oh.
Oh dear, that won't do.
Oh, what's the matter, Susato-san?
Whenever I'm examining things, I always find myself so focused, I forget to look around properly.
Yes, that's not good.
I don't suppose you're as foolish as me in that regard, are you, Naruhodo-san?
No, I know there's an arrow to look to the left, okay, game? I just started. I just clicked on the first thing to examine, dang it. Ugh, just for tutorial, I guess.
I'm sure you're careful to look all around using BM, aren't you?
BM, huh? That's kind of weird.
Now, let's investigate all corners of this cabin.
Yes, let's do that.
I suppose my field of vision has been rather small until now.
Game, don't mess with me, okay? I get it. There, you happy? We have a scroll here.
Seigi, the Japanese word for justice. The brush strokes are straight and true, just like Kazuma.
Yes, his calligraphy always was a reflection of his heart. Yet can you really look at those characters without feeling shame, knowing who drew them so thoughtfully?
Of course I can. I mean, I'm innocent, so why shouldn't I be able to?
Yeah.
Even though you stowed away on this ship.
Now you're going to bring that up, are you? I can't win.
Nope. Apparently not. We're not going to look at the painting. Let's look at the table.
I've investigated thoroughly, but I can't find anything out of place.
What? It's messed up. What are you talking about?
There's nothing on this table at all.
I guess I had to click on that area? Huh.
The plate and cutlery are all over the floor for some reason.
Yes, it's strange. Last night when I went to sleep, I'm sure everything was still... No, wait a minute.
What is it?
That's funny. I can't seem to remember anything about what happened after dinner at all.
So then perhaps you are responsible for what happened to Kazuma-sama.
No.
There's no way. Huh. So, okay. I guess we'll look at his sword. His katana.
That's Kazuma-sama's precious sword. He never went anywhere without it.
Yes, he was always saying that a Japanese man's katana is his soul.
I believe he had to work very hard to convince the government to allow him to bring it on this trip.
I suppose that shows just how important it was to him. And now he's gone. But I'm not ready to let his spirit go just yet.
Can somebody come channel him? So sad. So all this other stuff is on the floor. What is that thing? Huh.
What do you think this is? It looks like a broken piece of glassware. Whatever the thing was, it appears to have broken clean in two.
The glass is such a beautiful color. It looks like a cute little Netsuke fastener from a kimono outfit.
I'm not sure that sounds like Kazuma. He wouldn't have secretly carried a cute little trinket like this around with him, would he?
Was there... I have an idea. I'm not gonna say it though.
And the mark beside it. What is it, I wonder? It has a sort of brick-like hue.
Yes, you're right. It is the color of brick, isn't it?
Also, almost looks like something else, but I won't say that either.
Even though I don't see anything of the same color anywhere else in the cabin.
I guess we could look at the trunk.
That's a very large traveling case, isn't it?
Yes, it carries a lot of memories for me.
Memories? What do you mean?
Well, that's actually how I stowed away on this vessel. I was brought on board inside that case.
Ah, yes, I see it says, "This way up" in Japanese.
Which, in hindsight, I should have realized the foreign crewmen wouldn't be able to read. I was turned over and over and over, and then I was tossed on the floor in here.
Oh dear. Being a stowaway isn't as romantic as it sounds.
Well, it was less painful than a Susato takedown.
Poor guy, and his head was already hurting. So I guess we could look at this area?
The books have fallen over on the shelf. Look, they've all toppled the same way.
And what's this? A statue of some god of the sea? Although he's fallen over as well.
Yes, it's almost as if the whole shelf has been ransacked, and everything mown down at once.
I wonder if... Perhaps it was Kazuma-sama doing his morning sword training, do you think?
I seriously doubt it.
Then perhaps... It was you, Naruhodo-san, in a fit of rage.
I wouldn't have bothered leaving the wardrobe just to mess up a few books and a statue. Could the way these things have been thrown about have anything to do with the case, I wonder?
Well, I'll just set everything straight again. I don't like to see a mess.
No, don't mess with the crime scene. Stop her. Oh, man. I don't think she should have done that. I mean, why did... There's that gap, you know? Ah.
These are the rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Burya.
It's in English and Russian, it looks like.
It's essentially a list of requests from the captain to all passengers on board.
Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden.
Well, he had a weapon, and I guess he kind of had a pet. Hehe.
What? Why are you staring at me?
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Are you more of a dangerous object or a pet?
Well, Susato, if we had gotten to have our OT3, you would have seen which one he was. Oh, so sad.
I can't decide.
Well, one thing's for sure. Either way, I wasn't supposed to be in here.
Okay. I don't really want to click on him yet. Anything else? Okay, I guess we gotta look at this. Ugh, this makes me sad.
Did Kazuma write that before he died? It looks like it's written in ink.
He must have knocked the ink pot from the desk when he collapsed on the floor. Then, I suppose he wrote this message by dipping his finger in the spillage. Poor Kazuma-sama. No doubt he was in terrible pain. It's almost unbearable to imagine it.
I suppose he was trying to leave some kind of a clue in his final moments, was he? I'm sorry, partner, but I can't read your writing.
I don't think that's Japanese, Naruhodo-san.
What? Then what language is it?
It pains me to admit it, but I don't know.
It's definitely Russian.
It's not a foreign script I'm familiar with. What does it mean, I wonder?
We gotta look at the actual ink? No? How about his desk?
This is where dear Kazuma-sama would have sat whenever he was writing.
London Diary. Poor Kazuma. He didn't even make it to his destination.
Yeah.
It looks as though the last entry is incomplete.
Which means... What? He was in the middle of writing it when the incident happened? Let's see what it says. It could be a valuable clue.
Hiya!
Again?
That's out of the question.
Susato, come on! It's an important clue!
Ugh.
Kazuma-sama may have departed this world, but you must not read his private thoughts.
But what if it's something important? Something relevant to the case?
Come on.
Alright, I won't read it, dang it. Don't you want to know how he felt about both of us? It would have been in there.
Would have been very sad, though. I hope we do get to read it eventually.
Poor Kazuma-sama.
I don't like prying into people's matters either. But in this case, isn't the need for clues more important?
Can we distract her so we can read it? That's all I could think of. Okay. Well, we still gotta talk to this guy before we move over. Let's just do it now then.
Perhaps I should see what this Russian crewman makes of the scene of the crime. Excuse me.
What?
I was wondering how it's going. The investigation, I mean.
Grandmother told you Japanese people do not make jokes, but it's not true, I see.
Sorry?
The criminal asking investigator for information about his crime. Very funny.
Oh, it wasn't supposed to be a joke.
He doesn't appear to be laughing, either. He's convinced you're guilty.
He might have useful information, though. I have to keep trying. So, last night, did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all?
Niet, of course not. Now back to corner of room and make silent. I say no more to you.
Did I hit a nerve? Just for a minute there, he seemed a little flustered.
That's why he's avoiding looking at you directly. Huh. Okay. Dang it. Okay, I didn't miss anything then. So there's this side of the room, which is just, I guess, the wardrobe and this thing? Do we get to look at this? No? You already looked at the desk. So it's just the wardrobe, that thing, and the bed. No, I guess we don't get to look at the bed. Oh, we get to look at this thing. But anyway, I gotta end this episode right here, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. I am so sad about Kazuma still, and I really am annoyed that we couldn't read his journal. But hopefully we will before the end of the case. I don't know. So, until next time, have a nice day. Bye-bye.